Well, he earned his PhD at the University of Hawaii, and he's released several award-winning photography books that have taken him from the Himalayas to Tibet, Polynesia, and India. But David Zurick is a Michigander, and now he's focused a little closer to home.
Yeah, he's got a book called The Third Coast, America's Great Lakes Shoreline, giving all of us a fine art photographic tour of all 5 Great Lakes. David Zurick is joining us right now via Zoom. Hello, David. Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning from Kentucky.
Oh, well, from Kentucky, no
Right.
less. All right. No Great Lakes around there. So what's your personal background? What's your connection to the Great Lakes region?
Sure. Yeah, I grew up in Port Huron, Michigan, which is on Lake Huron, across the state from you guys, pretty much. And, I'm down in Kentucky because I took a job here at a university, but I'm always looking for that big body of water over the next ridge. So my link to Kentucky goes back to my childhood, and it is still there. So, yeah.
Wonderful. So let's talk about all of your adventures and what took you so long to come back home to do this particular project?
Sure. So this book, actually, I have COVID to thank for this book. I was in the middle of a project in India, and much of my work is actually in Asia. But I was in the middle of a project in India when the pandemic closed down international travel. So I'm kind of spinning my wheels here in Kentucky. The months go by. I'm not sure how this is going to work out, and was looking for a place closer to home, not necessarily the Appalachia region. And my compass, pointed north. So over, a several-year period, off and on, I'd put my kayak and my bike and my camera, and I'd load up my truck, and I'd head up to a different lake, a different season. It was a wonderful way to explore a place that, I know from my childhood, but I'd been away from quite a while. And yeah, so that's really what the genesis of the book was. Series of explorations along the lake because I couldn't fly anywhere else.
he was trapped.
One of those good things that came from COVID, right?
A silver lining right there, David. Obviously, you know shorelines well. You've photographed so many of them. I'm a California kid for a little bit there. I lived out there for a while. I didn't realize how great the coasts are here in the Great Lakes until I went to Saugatuck and until I went to some of these regions. What surprised you? You've traveled the world. What's so special about Great Lake shorelines?
Well, partly it's an emotional, personal connection I have to the lakes, so that's always was a part of me. But as you guys know, when you're going along the lakes, every day is a new adventure, and photographically every day is a new creative adventure, personal adventure. I have to say the one across the spectrum of this project, the one most surprising aspect of it was that I had as big an adventure and as much fun and creatively as satisfying as any other project I've done anywhere else in the world. And that really did take me by surprise. I thought I knew the place, and, I'm still learning about the place. So.
Absolutely. Do you have a specific, you're from Port Huron, obviously that's touching your heart, but is there another place that you really discovered that you loved?
Well, I'd have to say the Lake Superior shoreline in winter.
Yeah.
In winter?
The power of that shoreline with the ice and the snow and the cold and all of it, to me, it resonated the strongest, just on a very personal level. So, yeah, they all had their own beauty, the quiet beauty of a fall, Lake Michigan or whatever it may be, but Lake Superior in the heart of the winter, that grabbed me.
I bet it did.
Yeah. As long as you're bundled up, right?
The things that you have to go through to get that shot, I tell you. So this book, America's Great Lakes Shoreline, where can we get this? The Third Coast. I want this on my coffee table. Yeah.
Well, my understanding is you can get it pretty much from any of your favorite booksellers. You can get it online, obviously, but any of the bookstores, I would imagine, particularly in the Great Lakes area, if they're tuned in to the local market, more than I am for sure, but I would imagine it's available in any of your local bookstores, and they can certainly order it freely. Northwestern University Press is publishing it. They're on Lake Michigan shoreline, so they know the Great Lakes very well. So I'd imagine it's easily available for folks.
All right. Wonderful. Well, David, thank you so much for joining us this morning. We really appreciate your time.
Well, thank you. I'm honored. It was a pleasure. Yeah.
Wonderful.
Thank you very much.
All right, well, the book coming out July 15th. That's $30. You want to learn more about David and his adventures, his other books, davidzurick.com, or find him on Instagram at davidzurick.